All right, guys, what's going on? This is the Club of the Man 1993 coming at you for another late night review as I review this week's episode of NXT. Before I start this review, I do want to apologize for those who did tune in to watch.
Guys, what's going on? This is the Club of the Man
Jeez, I
1993
forgot
coming at
this
you
again. All right, fix that. Sorry about that. Anyways, another apology. I want to apologize. If any of you watched the top 10 topics video I made this week leading up to TLC, I do apologize. I did make an error in that. By putting that it was still the September edition. There just should be the October Raw edition in the opening title. So I apologize about that error as well. But let's get right into this episode of NXT. Not really too much to say about this episode of NXT. It wasn't terrible, but I mean, it did kind of give us more of a direction going into NXT TakeOver War Games as we are slowly but surely making the episodes go more focused on what we're going to be getting there. A lot of rumors seem to be happening of some of the rumored matches. We got another qualifying match tonight. We had kind of an angle set for the NXT Championship tonight. The stuff with Aleister Black and the Velveteen Dream continued. And we had a solid main event, which also featured a return of a tag team we had not seen since TakeOver Brooklyn 3. So we'll get into that. So let's get right into it. The first match we had was the second triple threat qualifying match for the NXT Women's Championship Fatal 4-Way at NXT War Games. So far, we have Kairi Sane and Peyton Royce in it already after she won last week, and Kairi Sane was the winner of the Mae Young Classic. This week, we had Ember Moon versus Ruby Riott and Sonya Deville. Ember Moon, was probably the one due to win this match. Ruby Riott, could have won this as well. I thought, she's put on a solid show. Sonya Deville, I'm still trying to get to know her. She has more at the MMA background, but she had pretty good showing as well. Last week's triple threat was good, but I thought that was more so based on the storyline with Conti interfering in the match to cost Nikki Cross the opportunity. That was a little more focused there. And then this week, I feel like we have a little bit of it was a little more focused on the wrestling itself, I felt. So I enjoyed this match probably a little bit more than what we got last week. There was a dive by Ruby Riott onto Moon and Deville, which injured Deville's right leg, which that was good psychology used by Ruby Riott throughout the match, and as well as Ember Moon. Moon, though, eventually won the match by hitting Sonya Deville with the Eclipse, and but then she's able to uncover a wounded Ruby Riott, though, to get the victory. So no shocker there. I could not see this triple threat match at TakeOver happen. I mean, not triple threat, Fatal 4 match happening at TakeOver without Ember Moon. She's obviously still, in contention for the NXT Women's Championship as well. So we got that. And then we had a interesting backstage security camera footage showing the Undisputed Era talking to Roderick Strong as he's leaving the Performance Center. And it's just black and white security camera footage. And it looks like it's just, a civil conversation. Adam Cole gives Roddy a shirt, but Strong returns it before walking away. Ever since, the Undisputed Era did come along here in NXT, they have here and there teased with about Roderick Strong joining them. Like, will he? Because he is from ROH, just like them. He just has some history with them as well. So I was wondering, will he join them, or will he not accept the offer? Right here, it looks like he did. So it could be speculation. Maybe they are going to go in the direction of Roderick Strong, probably joining the Undisputed Era. We'll see what happens in the next week or so. I'm sure we'll get the answers soon. We'll talk more about them as well when we get into our main event. And then we had Christy St. Cloud interviewing General Manager William Regal and just asking how he's going to name the final competitor for the NXT Women's Championship match at TakeOver War Games. But before he can start, the iconic duo of Billie Kay and Peyton Royce come in, insisting that it be Billie Kay being the final qualifier. And William Regal says that, sure she'll be in the match. However, it's going to be a 16-woman battle royal featuring pretty much all the available women's wrestlers on the roster, which did not make the iconic duo happy. Say, how could you? Don't worry, we're going to come up with a plan. Though, so they probably have something up their sleeve. So we'll see what happens. I believe that's either next week or the following week. Let me see here, listed here. It's gonna be next week. We're gonna get the battle royal. So next week we will know for sure who the 4 contestants are gonna be in for the vacated NXT Women's Championship at Takeover War Games. So we'll see what happens there. And then we had kind of like a quick, easy match. It was still good for what it was. It was Aleister Black taking on Raul Mendoza. The Velveteen Dream, of course, has been trying to get the attention of Aleister Black as of late. He appears and takes Black's vest. Black did stare at him, but before he could, do anything about it, if he even was going to, Mendoza started to attack and get some great offense in, but Black did eventually gain control of him, and eventually led to him getting hit with the black mask for the victory. And he refused still to give the Velveteen Dream any attention at all. So this looks like it's still building to a match probably between these two at NXT TakeOver War Games, which it's kind of weird for again. I'm still I've gained a little bit more of a feel for this Velveteen Dream character recently, but I still don't see him as dangerous as Aleister Black is. So I feel like Aleister going from Hideo Itami to the Velveteen Dream, which I'll admit for being a bigger guy, as probably said last week, he can move pretty well. Patrick Clark is a phenomenal talent, it seems like, and has great potential. I still gotta get to know him a little bit. So we'll see what happens when these two most likely collide at TakeOver War Games. And then we had Christy St. Cloud again with an exclusive interview backstage with the NXT champion Drew McIntyre, talking about what's been going on and about his journey he's had, saying how he was first signed at age 21, but then he didn't work out. He was released shortly after his at-time girlfriend, but now his wife was moved into an apartment, and he felt he just let everybody down, but they told him and his girlfriend they'd be fine. And then he worked his way back eventually, and then Zelina Vega comes in and takes Christy St. Cloud, say she'll handle this. And she says, you and Andrade and Almas have a lot in common. You guys, have been given second chances in your careers as well. As Almas is to get a second chance with me by his side as well. He says, you've been avoiding Almas, but then McIntyre kept saying, she will, he will fight Almas if he wants to. He'll fight him anywhere, any place. So if he wants to, then just come see him himself instead of sending his own business partner to him. So it looks like we might be in that direction. Almas getting a title shot. Again, I'm all right with it. I just don't know if Almas will win or not. Drew McIntyre as champion's been all right so far. I think this also allowed me to get to know McIntyre a little bit more, as I still see him more as more of a dominating heel. As a baby face, it's all right. I know a lot of people are going to be rooting for McIntyre because he was a talent that WWE just underutilized in his first round. They brought him back. So again, not like the hottest acting champion, I'd say, but I still think Drew McIntyre is still a solid champion, and we'll see what happens with him and Almas, as it seems they're going to be having an NXT championship match at TakeOver War Games. And then we had a match. It was Cassius Ohno against Cesar Bononi. Just a short match. Bononi got to show off a little bit, but then Ohno just squashed him pretty much. Just another way to keep Ohno hot going into TakeOver War Games. I'm predicting. I've heard rumors that he's probably going to be facing Lars Sullivan there, which should be a good match to help put both these guys on the card and give a good match as well for Sullivan's first match. And And then they announced that next week, not only is we're going to have the Battle Royal to determine the last member of the Fatal 4-Way for the NXT Women's Championship at TakeOver War Games, but it was also announced that in 2 weeks, Johnny Gargano is going to face the new Fabian Eichner as well. So hopefully he'll get back on track. And then we had our main event. It was Sanity, Eric Young, Killian Dane, and Alexander Wolf, the NXT Tag Team Champions, taking on the Undisputed Era, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish. The match was all right. It was, I probably enjoyed it a little bit better than the match between Eric Young and Adam Cole, which that match was all right, but it felt kind of average and wasn't really that appealing to me at first, in my opinion. But I think this match was pretty solid. Most of the match was Eric Young being isolated, and Alexander Wolf as well had a good showing in this match as well. Killian Dane though got the hot tag, and then they eventually teamed up to take out O'Reilly, and then all of the Sanity members did circle Adam Cole, and they pull him into the ring to set up the finisher as well to finish off the Undisputed Era, get the revenge they've been wanting to get on him. But then we got a big return. The Authors of Pain showed up, and we have not seen the Authors of Pain since they lost their NXT Tag Team titles at TakeOver Brooklyn 3. They came in, and the Undisputed Era just got out of the way as AOP mainly targeted the Sanity because they wanted their tag team titles back. They quickly took out Alexander Wolf and Eric Young, and then they double teamed on Killian Dane, hitting the last chapter on him and hitting Young and Wolf with the Super Collider. And then they just hold the tag titles, and AOP just looks at them. So I don't know if we're getting like a triple threat. I've heard rumors also of like a triple threat War Games match between these three teams. We'll see what goes down here, but it was cool to see AOP again. Interesting ending as well. Again, the tag match wasn't too bad. This episode of NXT though wasn't really too bad at all. It wasn't really like one of the stronger episodes, but it was a lot of squash matches to keep some guys hot as well. Some more storyline developing, and I feel we're starting to steer more towards the direction of getting things, put the pieces of puzzle together for TakeOver War Games. So I still enjoy this episode of NXT. And that's why I'm going to give it a solid B-. That's my grade for this week's episode of NXT. A B-. What grade would you give NXT? Please leave your thoughts down in the comment section. And as always, please make sure to click that like and subscribe for more content on this channel. Hopefully, either overnight or tomorrow morning, I will be uploading my review of WrestleMania 9, even though it's considered one of the worst WrestleManias. And then I'm probably either tomorrow or Friday going to sit down and finally do my NXT TakeOver War Games printed match card. So we'll get that out of the way as well. And that is it, guys. Until then, also make sure to follow me on Twitter at DemandAirborne93, and I'll be sure to talk to you guys later. Until then, guys, take care.